Disney is usually described as magic, but underneath the magic is one of the strongest business models in entertainment. The key idea is simple. Create characters people love, own those characters, and let them live across movies, merchandise, music, books, parks, and memories. Walt Disney learned this lesson the hard way. Before Mickey Mouse, he had a successful character called Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Oswald was popular, theaters wanted him, and Disney seemed to have real momentum. Then Walt discovered the problem. He did not own Oswald. The distributor controlled the rights. When Walt asked for better terms, he lost the character and many of his animators. That failure could have ended the company. Instead, it became Disney's most important business lesson. Creative success is not enough if someone else owns the asset. Mickey Mouse was the comeback. But Mickey was not just a new cartoon character. Mickey was Disney's reset. This time, the character, the brand, and the audience relationship had to belong to Disney. At first, Mickey was not guaranteed to work. Silent cartoons were becoming harder to sell. But Disney noticed where entertainment was going. Synchronized sound. Steamboat Willie gave Mickey rhythm, timing, personality, and energy. Audiences immediately understood that this was something different. But the real genius came after Mickey became popular. Disney did not keep Mickey trapped inside theaters. Mickey moved into comic strips, kids' clubs, watches, toys, books, and school supplies. That created a flywheel. The cartoons made Mickey famous. The merchandise made Mickey part of daily life. The comic strips kept him visible. The clubs made children feel connected. And all of that made the next Mickey cartoon more valuable. Each piece made the other pieces stronger. Then Snow White took the model to a new level. At the time, a full-length animated movie sounded ridiculous. Cartoons were supposed to be short. They were not supposed to carry an entire emotional story. People called Snow White Walt's Folly because the project was expensive, risky, and technically difficult. If it failed, Disney could have been in serious trouble. But when Snow White premiered, audiences did not treat it like a long cartoon. They treated it like a real movie. It became a huge success and proved that animation could be premium entertainment. More importantly, Snow White became a reusable asset. It had characters, music, merchandise, emotional memory, and long-term value. Disney could re-release it years later and introduce it to children who had not even been born when it first came out. That is what made Disney different. Most entertainment products fade after launch. Disney's best stories could come back again and again. The company learned that its old films were not dead inventory. They were renewable assets. This idea eventually helped create the Disney Vault strategy. A classic film could disappear for a while, then return when a new generation was ready for it. Then Walt made the next big leap, Disneyland. He did not want Disney stories to live only on screens. He wanted people to step inside them. The idea started small, but it kept growing. A clean, designed, family-friendly place where Disney characters and worlds could feel real. The studio board was skeptical. The project was expensive and risky, so Walt pushed forward anyway. Disneyland turned the flywheel into a physical place. Now Disney could create a movie, build characters, sell merchandise, release music, publish books, and then invite families into a real-world version of that universe. That is the deeper business genius. Disney is not just a movie studio. It is a system. Stories create characters. Characters create emotional attachment. Emotional attachment creates demand across products, media, and experiences. Each new touchpoint makes the original story more valuable. And because Disney owns the characters, it owns the long-term upside. That is why Disney became so durable. The magic gets people in the door, but the business model keeps them coming back.